Hi guys, this is Kayla.
And this is Becky, and we're with A Couple of Bees Read.
Yes, and we also enjoy our weekly wine. So what is the wine this week, Becky?
It's from Gallavant, which we always have some wonderful wines. And this is a Syrah. And we have a wine quiz on our website, a Scout and Cellar website. And I took it again because I feel like my level of wine, not necessarily expertise, but enjoyment level maybe has gone up some. It smells so good.
I'm getting over a cold, so I can't relate.
You cannot relate. Okay.
I believe you though.
Yeah.
I love the color.
It's very bold.
Very thick. Oh, I love that.
It's a berry that we don't normally have.
Is not black cherry? Okay, hold on. Is it blackberry?
Nope.
Because it's got a bitterness.
Yeah, it's boysenberry.
Boysen. I never would have guessed that.
That's why I said it's one that we don't normally have. And blueberry.
The blueberry, yes, I get that.
Yeah, and a hint of bacon. I thought that was lovely. Who doesn't like bacon?
I mean, vegetarians probably.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's really
that is really good.
It's really good, and it goes really well with like grilled kebabs, grilled veggies and things, and hard cheeses. That aged cheese, and then backyard barbecues. So,
oh yeah, that's what I was. I was like,
yes.
I could see with Great Papa's ribs.
Oh yes, that would be
like
perfect.
This would be the perfect wine to pair with it. We just couldn't tell Great Papa.
Yeah, he's not a wine person. Love it. Well, it actually goes very well with the book I just finished. Kristi, Woodson, Harvey's A Happier Life. I love all of her books. She is a wonderful author. I mean, this book is so well written. It's really great because it's like a granddaughter comes in and she's in her grandparents' home in Beaufort. And the thing is, her grandparents mysteriously disappeared. Supposedly it was a car wreck, but they never found their bodies in the car wreck, okay? Because it was, the currents and things, and they didn't know and all that. And her mother and her uncle, when that happened, they never went back to the house. And this was in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So it's like this house is frozen in time. Her grandmother had a huge dinner party, and then that evening they both disappeared. And so it was like everything was just left. Of course, the food had been cleared away and all that kind of stuff, but everything else was just left as it was. And there was some issues happened with Keaton, who is the main character, and she goes and she finds this journal that her grandmother left, and it's all of her grandmother's tips. It's her recipes and tips about hosting the perfect dinner party, what you do to do that. And she just kind of falls in love with this, the whole concept of it. She's had some romantic difficulty, she has some work difficulty, and then she goes here, and it's kind of like she finds herself by finding her grandparents. And her granddad, there's a whole shelf of his journals that he kept. He was the local doctor, and he kept these journals. And so she has never even really talked to her mom about her grandparents, because anytime it's mentioned, her mom gets real sad and just kind of shuts down. And so the kids just learn you don't talk about, the grandparents to her. And so she gets to learn about her grandparents through the journals. Her Rebecca St. James is her grandmother, and Townsend St. James is her grandfather. And then in the process, she meets these older women, and she becomes to them what her grandmother was to those ladies. Like her grandmother was the matriarch, and they were younger. They were about Keaton's age, in their 20s, early 30s, and she kind of takes them under her wing, and that's how, this friendship grows. And then now they're the older, and Keaton's come in, and they're just loving it because now they get to relate all of their stories about her grandmother and her grandfather to them. And it's just Kristi is just a masterful storyteller. And this is a fabulous book. It's an easy read, but it just is so rich and has so much in there that you just keep going and going, and you just find out all of these wonderful things about her grandparents, and she really begins to find her own self. She's kind of been defined by her job and by another woman who's the head of the company, whose company this belongs to, but she really finds herself in this, and it's just a great story, and it has a lot of twists and turns that you're reading it and you're like, well, I wasn't expecting that, but it really has a happy ending. There's some sadness there, but then in the final end, it is happy, and it's about family is the family you're born into, but family is also the family that you make with your friends and the people around you and your community. And so that's kind of what the book is all about. And it is definitely a 5-star plus. You will not go wrong.
Did they ever find out what happened to her grandparents?
Yes.
Okay.
But I can't tell
because I've got to ask if that mystery gets solved.
It does get solved, and it is something you're really not expecting, and then there it is at the end. So anyway, it's a great book. Thank you, Kristi, for a wonderful book, for being such a great storyteller. And so just pick it up and give it a read, and get you a bottle of Gallavant to go with it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.